Hello everyone, this is my little traveling outfit. I got my Ravenclaw hat, so I'm packing just before my flight. And last night I finished Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. Absolutely loved it, as you can see by all the tabs. I just thought it was so funny and really good, very good adventure novel, and I just thought Percy and Monty, their relationship was so cute, and I love how smart Felicity was, and I'm very, very excited for the Ladies' Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, because I heard it described as a science pirate girl gang, which I'm here for. Next, I said in my last vlog whether I should take the Savage Song or Throne of Glass on the plane, but I ended up taking the Savage Song and Our Dark Duet just because I have 2 books in case I get through a lot, but I may not even get through one. It just depends if I sleep or not, because I feel like when I experience Throne of Glass, I want it to be like in my house in a comfortable setting where I can like really dive into the world. Not that I find that reading on a plane is like a bad experience for the books that I read. I just like really want to be like in the fully reader engaged mode when I read those books. I'm gonna go get coffee, eat some breakfast, and then leave for the airport, and I'll probably catch up with you guys later tonight when I'm at my hotel. It'll be fun. Okay, so was the worst at vlogging this week because I have my short trip to Boston, and it was very jam-packed and stressful, and like I had a lot of fun. Like, it wasn't stressful in a bad way, it was just there was no time to read. And when I was on the plane the first time, they had Mamma Mia on demand, and it's one of my favorite movies. And then on my flight home from Boston, I started reading and I fell asleep like right away. And I got about 30 pages by the time I got home. So really not much reading at all. So this trip was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Again, I've just been feeling like really out of it from my trip. I don't know if it was because it was so stressful or not, but I need to get my life back in order. I started the Savage Song on the plane, but I read a lot of it last night. I'm on page 173. I already have many tabs, as you can see. I read A Darker Shade of Magic by Victoria Schwab in like February, and it's one of my new favorite series of the year. I'm just very, very excited to get back into her writing because she is my queen. She is amazing. Her writing is like music to my ears. I think so far my like favorite thing about this book is the music metaphors are really point on, and they're just so beautifully written, and I love incorporating like music into the story. And I just know that this series is probably going to break my heart. But wait, it's like that thing from Harry Potter. Ron gets the divination class and he gets the tea leaves and he's like, you're gonna suffer, but you're gonna be happy about it. And that's how I feel about reading books in general, but also Victoria Schwab's books, because they usually rip out my heart, but I love them. Look at this really cool water bottle I got from the novel booth at BookCon. Okay, next we have City of Ashes, which if you've seen any of my reading vlogs, you know it's like my secondary book that I'm really reading very slowly with my friend as we're both working our way through our other books that we have, and we're almost done. I'm on page 372, and I think Melissa's around the same place, so we'll probably finish this off this week and then start City of Glass. I'm very, very excited. I am enjoying City of Ashes much more than City of Bones. The world is just more established. There's like less cringy vocabulary. There are some cringy moments in here, but I'm like willing to look past them because I know how it overall works out. I also want to talk about my reading journal because I've been mentioning it, and I know some people have like reading journals where they like write things all pretty, the books they've read and stuff, and I'd be interested in having a reading journal like that. But this one is like my scribble journal. So as you can see, like these are my thoughts for Rebirth Gates. Like, they're just messy. So, and I have like my booktube video ideas in here. Yeah, like I just like scribble things. I'm the type of person where I'm not neat. I just kind of need to like scribble my thoughts down on paper, and then I kind of get a better visual of how I'm feeling. So I like this reading journal. I got it at Target because I can just like, I don't have to be neat or organized. I can just, as I'm feeling things, write them down, and then that helps me process my feelings later on when I want to write a review, because I do want to get better at writing more in-depth reviews and like about how the books made me feel, and also so I can look back and be like, hey, this book made me feel this thing, and like here's the reason why, and they'll also be tabbed so I can find it in the tabs. Okay, I'm about to go to the gym, and I literally just turned on my camera for no other reason than I wanted to show off my grades, because I actually came out pretty good today. Usually I just throw my hair up in a ponytail, but sometimes I put effort in and put my hair in French braids, and they're really fun to work out in, so here I am. Hi, I'm on my phone camera, so it's a little shaky, that's why. I'm on a journey to get books for Booktubeathon. I decided I want to go with a bunch of like contemporary books. So I'm going to Barnes & Noble, but I just went to the OG Starbucks, not the Starbucks in Barnes & Noble, because I weren't sure if they were gonna have my drink, which is an iced vanilla bean coconut milk latte, and it is amazing. Oh my god. It's like a milkshake, but with coffee. Okay, so checking in. I just finished at Barnes & Noble. Do I hate myself a little for spending all this money on books? Maybe, but it makes me happy. I got Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, because one of the Booktubeathon challenges is book to movie adaptation. I've been wanting to read this for a really long time, so I figured now is the perfect time. I saw a lot of books that I want to read in the future in the bookstore, so that makes me happy because I have lots of plans. I read like the first little intro to the Wires and Nerve comic from the Lunar Chronicles, and I absolutely love the Lunar Chronicles, so I'll hopefully pick those up soon because I do want to read more graphic novels. I read the first chapter of Shattered Me because I was always on the fence of whether or not I wanted to read it. Everyone was saying, oh, it's so great, blah blah blah. Now there's more books coming out, and I was really surprised. I really liked the writing style. It was really good. She seems just like a very good writer, and that like uses her prose in smart ways to represent how the character is feeling. I got that just from the first chapter. It is pouring out, literally monsooning, and I'm sitting in bed like, oh, it's gonna be a thunderstorm, I'm gonna read my book, it's gonna be so nice, when the light bulb went off in my head that I had a book package coming today, and nothing stays dry on my front porch. So I sprint down the stairs, and I'm like, oh my god, like my book is gonna be completely soaked through, like this is the worst thing ever, it's gonna be ruined, I'm gonna have to call Amazon and tell them that they left it in the wrong place or something like that. But alas, I think it's in the mailbox. I'm gonna wait for it to stop raining before I go and retrieve it. But I did get my Reaper at the Gates pre-order, exclusive pre-order gift, Reaper at the Gates, and there's literally water dripping off of it, so it's a little soaked. I don't know what it is, but I guess we'll see. Dear reader, thank you for pre-ordering a copy of Reaper at the Gates by Saba Tahir. Be sure to share your thoughts about the book online. Well, this is going online, and I loved the book. It was amazing. 5 out of 5 stars. We hope you enjoyed the read. Sincerely, Penguin Young Readers. That's very nice. What did I get? Ooh, I got a pouch that says, "The stories we tell have power. This time I'll fight." I already have this pin, but now I have another one. And I got this pin at BookCon. Oh, this is cool. It's a Reaper at the Gates pen. Very fancy. Alright, that's a pretty cool pre-order thing. I love doing pre-orders because you just get little knickknacks. So, very fun. Can add this to my bookish collection. I'm currently reading The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab, and a lot of sad dabs because her writing is just so like melancholic and beautiful in this book, and I can tell by the end it's going to destroy me, and our dark duet is probably going to destroy me even more. I'm on page 339. I got a good chunk of reading done last night. But yeah, I love it. I love this cover design. This font is really cool. Also reading City of Ashes, the most angsty of all angst novels. I'm on page 399, and there's 453 pages, I think. So I'll be done with this one by today. I think Melissa's planning on finishing it today, so we will both be done around the same time. Okay, so I came back from the mailbox, and I found somebody on my way back. Say hi to the camera, Zoe. If you're watching for the first time, this is my puppy, Zoe. She's 9 months old. She's just so adorable. Are you gonna help me open my package? Sometimes she likes to just like perch on your shoulder, and she'll just like stay there. She's like my little parrot. Okay, don't eat my scissors. That's dangerous. So I got my package. It's dry because it was in the mailbox. My opening the package. Da, 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 da. You want to play? It is The Assassin's Blade. After doing some more research, and some people said to me, you should probably read this one first before all the other Throne of Glass ones. So I think this is going to be my 7th book in my Booktubeathon video, so that can give me like a jump start on the series. You want to go up here? see what she'll do up there. Hi. She's exploring. So now I'm gonna sit down and read and relax because I'm tired. That's that. Hello everyone. Now I'm going to give my rendition of Defying Gravity from Wicked. Just kidding. Although I do look like I'm ready to audition with this face mask. Anyways, just popping in to say that I finally finished City of Ashes. I actually can't believe that I'm filming myself looking like this, but you want to know what? As you become more comfortable on the internet, I guess you just really don't care about embarrassing yourself. I think I'm gonna give this 4.5 out of 5 stars. I kind of want to process my feelings a little bit more, but City of Bones was a 4-star read for me. I enjoyed this one a lot better. I thought the angst was good, the pacing was good, the character development was good. I'm enjoying being back in the Shadowhunter world because it's so expansive. I love a series where there's like just so much time that I get to spend with the characters and in the world. Someone yell at me please to catch up on my Goodreads ratings because I need to do that. Anyways, I've had a lot of caffeine today and that's why I can't stop talking. Like, I literally just went downstairs to my parents and showed them all the books that I bought. And I was like, here's my haul. And they're like, are you okay? And I was like, no, too much caffeine. The most exciting news ever. Jay Kristoff and Amy Coffin's next book. I read Illumine, Gemina, and Obsidio in April? March or April? No, April, because I got the books for my birthday. So April, May. I can't keep track of the months anymore. And I absolutely love them. I was like, wow, I need sci-fi everything in my life now. Their next book is called Aurora Rising, and I'm screaming because I need this book right now. Like, in my possession right now. I can't wait for what it looks like. It seems like it's gonna be an epic sci-fi adventure. All right, hello everyone. It is Tuesday. Okay, so to update you guys on my reading this morning, since I wasn't feeling good, I actually took A Court of Mist and Fury. I did not read this whole thing, but since this is like one of my favorite books, I literally just skipped to all of my like favorite parts, all the cute moments between Reese and Feyre, and I just like read them over and just warmed my heart. I'll do that sometimes with like my favorite books, is I'll go back and I'll read like all of the moments that I like loved and remembered, and for whatever reason with this book, I've been doing it like a lot, especially after I first read it. I think like every night I would sit down and read through my favorite parts. So like that's how you know a book sticks with you. Next, I finished The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I loved this book so much. I can't express all of the feelings inside of me. She's definitely takes the cake for my favorite author. I mean, I loved A Darker Shade of Magic. I read City of Ghosts. I got an arc of it. Ooh. And now this series, like she can just write at each level well and cater it for the level. Like her middle grade obviously was written for middle graders, but I could still be entertained by it as an adult. And obviously her A Darker Shade of Magic was a more mature writing than like this, but this was still really, really engrossing, and the emotions were raw, the stakes were high. The world that she creates is just so very enthralling. I think one of the things also that I really like about her works is she explores some really, really interesting themes. In this book, she talks about, you know, like what does it really mean to be a monster, because there's like a human who like kind of wants to be evil and a monster that wants to be a human. So she like explores like what does it mean to be a monster, what does it mean to be a human, and it was just really, really good. The imagery, and I feel like I'm in high school English class, the symbolism, the imagery, the metaphors, but it's true, that's what she does. The symbolism in this, like with the tally marks, and she uses stars as a symbol a lot, like I really liked it. You just sit back and you reflect on it and you're just like, wow, like that was really powerful. And I really like her books because she always leaves that kind of impact on me. If you've been watching my channel, you know pretty much after every book, I'm like, wow, like I love that book, because my personal style is like, unless there's something that is really problematic or like jarring or just like something that really, really stands out to me, something that I don't like, when I'm reading in the type of genre that I like, I tend to rate books really high, even though others may read them, give them lower ratings. I have a hard time being objective, again, unless it's something that's like very obviously problematic, but in terms of like writing style and like things like that, like as long as I'm engrossed in the story and I'm enjoying it, like I'm going to give it a high rating. I'm not going to be overcritical of the story, so most of books in YA genre I will give 4 stars or above, unless it was just like really awful, because those are the books that I like. They're the books that resonate with me, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying books and rating them high. Like I shouldn't have to feel like because I'm on BookTube or making these types of videos that I have to change my rating style and all of a sudden become overly critical of books. But if you're someone that reads books and likes to be critical about them because that's just your own personal style, like there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone should just be true to who they are. I would be really interested to hear down in the comments like what you think your own personal rating style is. I'm probably just gonna start City of Glass here because Melissa already started it, so I need to catch up to her. But she's only 30 pages in, so shouldn't be that too hard to catch up. And later tonight, I am probably going to start our dark duet because I just need to know what happens. And on the back, it says the world is breaking and so are they. So like, what's gonna happen to all my precious cinnamon rolls? Hey guys, so it is Wednesday, July 25th. To give you an update on my reading, I am on page 66 of our dark duet, and then I fell asleep last night, but this book just pulls at the heartstrings. Oh, my book package is here. I'm gonna run out to get it. And right after I filmed my book Booktubeathon TBR, it arrived, of course, but I'm too lazy to refilm. Our dark duet, page 66. The characters, the development that they've gone through from author book 1 and now in the beginning of book 2 is just superb. The stakes feel escalated, the world is expanding, and just, I love it so much. It's so dark and delicious. And then I also start City of Glass. So I'm on page 72. Just decided that I was gonna use this as one of my Booktubeathon challenges. So I'm gonna try and not to read too much of it, I guess, and save it for Booktubeathon, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna not read it at all. I just wanna save the majority of it for next week and then have this book and another book going at the same time during Booktubeathon. So let's go out to the mailbox. Ooh, should I bring my camera? That could be exciting. Okay, it's raining, so I'm not taking my camera out, but this is where I'm about to be. Okay, I just got my package in from the mail. Thank God I filmed my video when I did, because now it would literally be like as dark as nighttime. So, I'm gonna open it up. It's a very thin package. Ooh, that required some strength. Oh wow, it's so tiny. Okay, I had seen this book around before and I had seen how tiny it was, but having it in my hands, like, it's actually really tiny. So this would be perfect for Booktubeathon because I can definitely just knock it out in like a day. This Booktube channel obviously has been challenging me to be more creative. I never felt like I was that creative of a person, at least in the traditional ways of like drawing or anything like that. I want to do some like fun, I guess like test pages of like if I were to make like a nice reading journal, not like my like scribble my thoughts down reading journal. That, so I'm gonna work on that now. from my room. A little update, I just saw Mamma Mia 2 and I never cry in movies and I was bawling my eyes out. So last night I didn't even read that much. Reading our dark duet, I'm on page 159. So booktubeathon is starting on Monday, so after I finish this book, I'm not sure what else I will read before then, so I don't want to necessarily rush through this, and then I don't want to start a book but then like be in the middle of booktubeathon, so I think I'm just gonna read this slowly. So it's Saturday, July 28th, but I'm gonna wrap up the reading vlog a day early because booktubeathon is starting on Monday, so I think I'm gonna take a break from reading for a day before I dive into 7 books for the week. So this reading vlog was like 2 weeks long. I didn't actually get that much reading done just because I was traveling and that was really stressful, so that kind of put a dent in my reading plans. But over the last 2 weeks and like what I've gotten done during this vlog is, in the very beginning of the week, I finished A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. I ended up giving this book 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was just a really fun adventure novel, lots of funny moments. I thought all the characters, Percy, Monty, and Felicity, were all just so endearing. And I just had like a really great time reading this. I haven't read too much YA historical fiction, so it's just a really good time. And as you can see, I have like all of these tabs sticking out really far and kind of starting to annoy me a little bit, so I changed tabs styles. I just put the tabs further in the page. They're like just further in like that, and I just think it looks a little bit neater, so you can still see that it's tabbed and loved. But like if I were to like take a Bookstagram photo or something like that, you don't have like things sticking out the side. So the next book I finished, I tried to read on the plane on my trip. Did not go so well. And that is This Savage Song. And then I also, literally before I started filming this, just finished Our Dark Duet. This duology did things to my heart. It's beautifully written. It's full of music metaphors, as you can see. Savage Song, Dark Duet. Victoria Schwab is my favorite. I often refer to her as my queen because she's literally my favorite writer. Like, you just go on an emotional journey when you read her books, and this was no exception. I'm gonna need a little while to recover from this because I feel like my heart has been torn out of my chest. The last that I read is City of Glass. Oh wait, did I finish City of Ashes and just not mention it? Okay, so I did read more than I thought. I finished City of Ashes, finally. I gave this one 4.5 stars out of 5, but surprisingly Melissa gave it 3.5 stars, I think. So my rating went up from City of Bones and hers went down from City of Bones. We've talked about this, me and her, that like she just tends to be more of a critical reader than me, and I say I'm not a critical reader, and I had to talk about this earlier in the vlog, but I say I'm not a critical reader, not in the way that I wouldn't be able to like look at a piece of literature and analyze it or whatever, but I find when I'm reading for my own enjoyment, as long as I enjoy the story and there's nothing like so problematic that like I can't deal with it, like I will most of the time rate it high. I just tend to, you know, if I enjoy something, I don't want to rate it low, even though sometimes I'll look back and I'll change my rating. But most of the time I enjoy something and I have a higher rating for it, and that's totally fine because I want to rate books based on like how I enjoyed them. But I know some people will enjoy books but then find issues that they had with the book and lower the rating, and that's totally fine. I love to read reviews like that, and I like looking at the critical analysis of the books like that, but that's just not how I personally tend to go about it, which is totally fine. Everyone has their own style. So anyways, so I started City of Glass. I'm on page 72, so I didn't get that far into it, and I kind of put this on hold because I chose this for one of my books for booktubeathon. That was it for this week. It's probably, I don't know if this is long or short. I don't know. I probably am going to sit down to edit and it's going to be like eons long, and it's going to take me forever to edit, which is why I'm doing it on Saturday and not Sunday, so I can have it up tomorrow and I can start getting content out for booktubeathon starting Monday, because I do plan on keeping up with the daily challenges and all that. Alright, have some fun, read some books, and I'll see you guys during booktubeathon.